Okay, this is Deja Vu. Deja Vu, I mean. Gotta get used to saying that name. Uh, we're gonna take a look at some mainline and premium diecast that I had in the last video, uh, show and tell 201, 201. This is going to be odds and ends 105. And what we have on the turntable right now is going to be it is the Aston Martin Vantage GTE. It debuted in HW Exotics 2022, designed by Sonny Fisher. Only mentioned as the Hot Wheels Motor Show 5-pack 2024 color variation right here, but it had been broke down to a 2-pack too, which I found at Five Below. You got the yellow paint, the detailed headlights, the black, gray, and orange accents. They call those black NCA, excuse me, black NACA ducts. We got a black plastic base. Got smoke tint windows. Let's get. We got smoke tint windows. We got light gray interior. We got gray tint SP wheels. This is a replacement for the V12 Vantage GT3. That's what the replica is based on. This casting was based on the initial show car version of the Vantage GTE that had 2 seats and a circular steering wheel like a mass production car, but it had very little interior instruments, racing like instruments, and a roll cage of a professional race car. No tail lights done, just headlights and closed. So that's that. Next, we got the Acura. This is going to be the 2017 Acura NXS that debuted in then and now 2016. Everything's Hot Wheels. This is just the main line. Got a premium coming up next. This is designed by Rio Asada, the late great. This is only mentioned, like I said before, like the other car, as part of the HW Motor Show 5-pack. But it was broke down into a 2-pack too. Mainly for international, because it's hard to find them in domestic areas. This is white paint. Has detailed headlights and tail lights. Black plastic base, smoke tint windows, black interior, gold J5 wheels. Like I said, black base. Yeah. The tail lights are done, headlights are done. And to contrast this bad boy, we got another model that's similar, but it's not exactly the same casting. This is the 2012 NXS concept that debuted in HW Showroom. Asphalt Assault 2013. Also designed by Rio Asada, the late great. And it was a multi-pack exclusive when it came out in 2018. White with the red stripe, black with plastic base, gray tinted windows, red interior, red and black PR5 wheels. So similarities, but there are differences. One is the stock. I mean the concept version before they really started to produce the car, and the other one is the real production version. You can see the difference in the castings and the similarities. I just brought up there so you could just see the differences. And definitely you see the differences in the grill too. Wonder what's going on with Acura. Are they going to get rid of Acura? Because Acura hasn't been producing no heat lately. If you want to ask me. I don't know what Hot Wheels is. I mean, not Hot Wheels. I mean, Honda's going to do with Acura. Last but not least, what we have is the 1964 Prince Skyline GT. They debuted in Car Culture Japan Historic 4. This is, of course, 2024, designed by Mark Jones and Ronald Wong. This is in blue, detailed headlights, tail lights, and it's supposed to be, well, it's, of course, it's alluded to, those are taped up headlights with the blue tape on them. It's a lot of detail. 39 on the sides and hoods, GT2 on front fenders and trunk, black metal base, smoke tint windows, black metal base, smoke tint windows. Notice this is a 4-door too, and it has black RR8 SP wheels. In case you don't understand, Prince originally produced the Skyline. Prince Motors in Japan. And Nissan bought them out. They were known as Nissan back then in Japan. The Nissan Corporation bought them out in the late 60s. I want to say 68 or either 69. Maybe even before that. Maybe 67. But yeah, they were known. They launched their brand outside of Japan as Datsun, because they thought it would be easier to remember than Nissan. And this is very cool. Notice this only has, instead of two, well, it's supposed to have two tail lights. I don't think they colored the other one for some reason. Maybe it's supposed to have one. I know it's a circular right there, so it's supposed to be two. So it's supposed to have 4 tail lights. And to contrast this bad boy, what we have is a Matchbox. I wasn't even going to entertain the Hot Wheels casting, the 70s one, because it looks nothing, the proportions out of place and everything. But you can see where they get ready to rectify that. So if they're smart, they should do a regular version. This is a Matchbox, believe it or not. The Matchbox 71, Nissan Skyline 2000 is a GTX instead of a GTR. Debuted in Mainline Adventure City 2016, designed by Abe Lugo. It's supposed to be a 161 scale, but that's close enough to 164. So this is the super fast 2020 variation in red. It has number 8 with all the sponsored tampos and stuff. And the JNC is Japanese nostalgia car, which they do. It was a website, but it's also a car company. Oh, it was a car club or a bunch of guys who owned a garage, and they used to do kind of similar to what what was the name of it? I forgot the name of them. But yeah, it was a car club, a website, and I want to say magazine, but they tried to have a TV show, like a webisode show, but it didn't really pan out for them. But they were featured on stuff like Jay Leno's Garage and the other thing I forgot. Ken Block's show that he had with his people. Hoonigan. That's what it was, Hoonigan. But yeah, this bad boy got smoke tint, windows, a black chrome plastic base. It's got rubber tires on it too, and you can notice the difference in the tail lights. Of course, it's like a 7-year difference between that. This is 1964 and that's 1971. So by then, Nissan had taken over, and the Skyline, the models. I think they had the Skyline. I want to say a car called the Gloria and the Sylvia. So they became Nissan properties. Only in Japan, because we wouldn't get those until, shoot, we didn't get those at all, to be honest. The Skylines, some of them floated over here like in the late 90s, but that's about as good as it got until a few years ago, where people started importing, like mainly they were importing the ones from the early 90s. The GTR 32, so, or 31. I've seen a GTR 32. Somebody who lived near me, so it's pretty cool. A good addition to the collection. I haven't heard too much about this car either. I'm surprised people have been sleeping on it, but that's it. So that's gonna be odds and ends 105. I want to thank the subscribers for holding me down. Like I always say, this is not the best diecast channel. It's not the worst either. The model here is to show a little love for the diecast. I want to thank all the people who tuned in, and I hope you decide to hit the subscription button, hit the notification button, leave a like or dislike behind, leave a comment behind. Until the next time, this is Deja Vu signing out. Peace and blessings.